Okay.
Okay, now I'll fix it.
Tune that. It should be like a little sliver on the bottom of it.
I think that's it.
Test that. No, I think you did it too low.
Mm-mm.
Did you not?
If you make it lower, it'll work.
It's not as good as it was.
Yeah, but that was
we
it.
did. Yeah. Okay.
Look at the sound bar.
There it is.
No, Liam, it is just a...
Just,
This doesn't rotate.
I've worked with sound equipment before.
Welcome back to CALcast. This is episode 3. I actually remembered to do an intro this time.
Yeah, we should probably do names.
Well, yeah. Well,
Say,
you should know. I'm Matthew Durenberger.
I'm Isaac Nelson.
Yeah.
Oh,
Isaac Isaac Nelson. And our guest today is Liam Davidson.
Hi.
Nice.
Okay. So yeah, Liam is a sophomore like us. And he is in classes with us.
Liam. Yes, Liam.
Why did you look up Christian Academy of Louisville?
Because I'm going to the what's it called?
The Centurion Voice?
Yes.
Do you not get emails?
I do, but I'm going about it the hard way. Liam, would you like to introduce yourself in any special way? Favorite colors, etc.
Well, as you know, I am Liam Davidson. I play the trumpet for the wind ensemble and occasionally symphonic orchestra, and I made my own language.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that pretty soon. But first we need to find out what Liam's socks say about him.
Because what my socks say about
apparently
me.
That is a continual
yeah, we're just
event.
gonna do this until it dies. What socks are you wearing right now?
You
can put them up on the table if you want.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you're flexible enough, but
I can try.
Oh, so they're just crew socks?
Basic.
Just normal socks.
That's like
socks.
What most people have had.
Yeah, wait, it's not a very we may have to not do this because everyone's like, yeah,
everyone
we have
wears
the same
socks. Yeah. I'm not even going to read the description. It basically is just that you're an extremely boring person who doesn't showcase much of a personality.
I disagree.
That's what we mostly disagree.
Yeah, so maybe discontinuing in future.
Discontinue the sock discussion.
Yeah, but unless
we notice that someone's wearing abnormal socks. Then
yeah.
We'll do that. So Leah, yeah, I guess you want to talk about your language that you made?
Sure. My language is called Leemish. The Leemish language is composed of English words written in reverse as the root of the word and a 3-letter ending that exists depending on the last letter of the root word.
So it's similar to Pig Latin, but more complicated?
Essentially.
If you don't mind, I will put a link to the rules of Leemish in the description.
Oh, do you have a website or something?
It's a notability document.
Yeah, a PDF.
Oh, you have the Leemish rules. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. If you want to learn more about my language.
Okay, could you give us an explanation? Are you fluent or are you?
I'm still learning.
Oh.
I can write it well, but not speak
It's
it.
pretty easy to write.
Could you give us a simple sentence?
Selpasol aerosol eats heat stirufif.
What was that?
Apples are tasty fruits.
That actually, okay, that's weird. That oh, here it is on the thing. That actually sounds like a different language.
Yeah.
It is a different language.
It sounds
like a legitimate different language.
It
almost
also sounds like
like
random things people would type on 4chan.
It also sounds like if you played somebody's voice backwards, half, but at the same time not.
Well, it probably sounds like that because the main part of it is reversing the word and then adding the ending.
That's true.
So, Yeah. So like, what was it? Dog is Godid.
Godid?
Godid. Because like God is dog backwards, and then you add E, and then the last root consonant, which I guess is D. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So Godid. And tree is Erteet, or ear-teet.
Ear teeth.
Yeah. And good is Dugig.
okay, so for example, wait, what if there's a vowel? What if it starts with a vowel?
Well, for all roots that end in a vowel, the ending will be S, then the last root vowel. Then
Oh,
the
I didn't
L.
even notice that. I
Okay,
looked at
so-
this before.
So,
So
my
apple
name
is
would be
Elpacel.
Casil. Casil. I believe. That
No,
might
it's
be
no,
very
it's
wrong.
Casasil.
yeah, Casasil. Because you don't just add the L, you add S and then the last root vowel and then L.
Oh,
So
Casasil.
Yeah.
Casasil.
Yeah.
Liam, you would be
I'm Maleel.
Maleel.
Mine's weird because it's like Matthew, but then like if you reverse it, it's like weird.
Meal.
I'd have to like write it out on
Yeah.
a piece of paper to actually visualize it. Is there anything other than a marker here?
I have a pencil in my pocket.
No.
I do not. Oh, whatever. I'll just. I don't want it to. Oh, okay. So, Matt, you all can keep talking.
Yeah, so Liam, any other facts about yourself? What is your favorite color?
I like blues and greens, so blue-green. is
Favorite
my
animal?
Favorite color. Favorite animal, either a lion or probably a narwhal.
Special skills.
I can.
Sounds like you're reading off of a list of things, but you're not.
Yeah, I'm interviewing him for a job.
I can play the trumpet. I'm good at video games.
Hmm.
Do you like memes?
I do like memes.
That's.
Well.
Well, my.
Listen, nice talking to you. I'll
my-
see you in a few weeks for the job.
Okay.
Yeah, my Leemish name is Wetamim.
Wetamim.
Yeah.
Wow.
He like legitimately left.
I was gonna commit
Okay.
fully, but the door's locked. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Wetamim, if I'm not mistaken. And the thing is, you notice you capitalize the last letter of the root word in proper nouns instead of the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Unless
Oh.
it's at the beginning of a sentence, then you capitalize the first and last of the word.
Interesting. Quite interesting.
That aspect is similar to Arabic, I learned.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so abbreviations like Mr. and Doctor don't exist?
Mm-hmm. In the written one, you just write out the full thing.
Would you say room or rid when you're speaking?
No. You
Rudid?
Well, you don't say der when you're speaking for abbreviations.
Okay, so you just say doctor.
Yeah, but it's Rat Khadid.
Wait, so shouldn't the H in Leemish be capitalized instead of the L because it's a proper noun? Or is that the English translation of the word Leemish?
That is the English translation of
Okay.
the word Leemish.
So then what is the Leemish word for Leemish?
Simileel.
Simileel.
All right.
So, how many native speakers of Leemish are there?
Well, right now there's about 4.
Wait, there's people other than you that speak this?
Yeah, I'm trying to make it the national language of the United States.
He DM'd Donald Trump on Twitter. I'm trying to do that.
Oh, he did.
Has he like blocked you or something? Or
I don't know. Just no
Probably
response.
doesn't even, just ignores you. He probably gets thousands of DMs.
I love
Yeah.
Leemish. Leemish is the best language. We're gonna change to Leemish, and everyone's gonna learn Leemish. That was mediocre.
Yeah.
It's better. It's better than what
Okay.
I can do.
I don't like listening to them because I can't stand my own voice.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What about watching them? Because you get added little edits.
pow.
Like when I said chillin' in Cedar Rapids, I had the video on screen.
I can't watch.
Oh yeah, you can't.
Or-
you have to use your cellular.
Yo, I'm
Yeah,
just
but if
chilling.
I can watch it if you send it to me like through the like a link or something.
Oh yeah, because you
But,
can play it in
yeah.
like the iPhone player or whatever.
But I still don't like my voice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get over it one of these days. But
I kind of like, because I edit it, I guess I just become
Yeah, you-
desensitized.
yeah,
Like I still don't really like how it sounds to myself, but like I don't really notice it.
that's what I've heard about podcasts. Like if I was to edit one, then I would become desensitized to it,
Yeah.
which I cannot edit audio. So I mean, it's probably not.
Well,
too,
it's the way I do it, because we do video as well. I do it in Premiere Pro, which is a video editing, but
Mhm.
there's also like when you cut the video, you can also cut the audio and stuff. I don't do like in-depth audio editing like I should, because we use Audacity instead of Adobe Audition, I think it is. Once I have a laptop, I'll be able to actually use that.
But
yeah.
this is down the road type
Yeah.
stuff, and
Plus,
these-
when like you don't really need equalization when you're like this far away from the mic. Like you literally just need to whoop audio up more because we're farther away. But and that's pretty much it. And then I make the colors a bit nicer in the video, because sometimes they're. I think at this angle, because of that light right there, for some reason there's more of like a red tint, so I made it a little bluish. But I think that I maybe overdid it, because if you look at the video, it kind of looks
Blue.
like light blue, like sky blue.
like
Not saturated sky blue, but
like we're like bright LEDs where they kind of like look a little blue.
yeah, pretty much. Like the LEDs that don't have a dedicated white LED, like it's an RGB thing, but to make it white, they just do all three of them at the same time.
And
Oh,
RGBTQ.
okay, yeah. Oh my god.
That
Probably
was
cut
such
that
a bad
out.
joke, guys.
Probably cut that out.
So Liam, the trumpet.
Are you
What?
rolling out a frame when you do that?
I think I was, but I don't care.
Okay. Cut that out as well.
So
Lots of cuts.
what like where are you in the trumpet hierarchy right now?
I am tied for fourth chair with Landon Wentz.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
But
And then who's out of how many chairs?
let me see. I think 8.
Huh. So yeah, pretty good.
You're
Obviously,
They-
Cole is gonna be.
Yeah, it's 3 seniors
there.
above us.
Yeah.
so-
okay. So like
Really?
they've just been playing for quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Logan's last chair, but that's a different story.
So Liam, there's the thing. What piece S in parentheses, are you like doing, like you have to do solo on, like you're forced to?
Well, I
What is it?
play.
I don't remember.
I play fourth part on Aerial Fantasy, which
Mhm.
Logan plays with me, but he's not going to Orlando.
Yeah.
So the entire 500 measures of the song is a solo part for me, because it's
Whoa.
unique from all other parts.
Oh.
That's a good time. A really, really good time.
And then for American Faces, technically I'm by myself, but it's a harmony part.
Yeah.
So
Not that important. It's important, but it's not as important as. Yeah. So, do you know, like, this for both of you, roughly how many people? I guess how many people aren't going to Disney?
I'd say quite
Out of-
more than you would expect. I don't actually know how many.
Because it was like $900, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
yeah,
pricey.
It's really expensive.
Pricey.
I wonder, like, if we were just going to Orlando but not going to Disney, how much less it would be.
I don't know. What would we just do in Orlando, though?
I don't know. Or is the actual music competition, like, requires you to be in Disney, doesn't it?
I think so.
I don't know. It's one of those. I don't know if it's like one of those
'Cause
music
that's
in the
what we would
parks
do.
type thing.
That's what we would do in Orlando, other than Disney.
Well, we're going
It's
to
the
Disney,
music thing.
the music thing,
And then we're serving.
Service Project,
Yeah.
and we're also going to Universal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I am glad that we're doing
Yeah,
Because I've wanted to go to Universal as well as Disney. I've
Yeah.
never been to Disney World.
I
Oh,
haven't
really?
either.
This will be
You
your
go
first
like
time?
every other year.
I
so-
don't go every other year. I go at the earliest convenience. My family
Yeah.
really likes it.
I just
as soon as
haven't
possible.
been to Florida in general.
Really? Like
Yeah.
never at all?
Mm-mm.
Wow. It's like standard for like someone living in Louisville, Kentucky to go to Florida during spring break. So
Well, I live in Spencer County.
Oh.
You do?
but like
Yeah.
literally
I don't know how far that is.
It's
actually.
about like
it's
30
do you know where
minutes.
Jensen lives?
He
Probably
lives
not,
in
no.
Spencer County too.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna use that as a reference.
So does it take you a while to get to school?
Yeah, depending on traffic, 25 to 35 minutes to get here.
Yeah. Mine, it takes me. We had a green light in the morning today, and it took us 5 minutes to get to school because I live in Lake Forest.
Oh yeah.
So
It takes me.
we left
anywhere.
at like 8:03 and it got here at like 8:10.
It takes me anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes to get here. Generally closer to the 20 side.
Are there people that like live like an hour or two away?
Charlie
I'm
Glover?
sure. Yeah. Who else? Like how many people live further than an hour away?
I don't know. There are probably not quite a few, but a few.
I
But
think
we just
there are
don't
a
know
few
any of them
people
well.
who live in like Indiana who go here.
Why wouldn't they just go to
I don't
Kai?
know.
Well, I mean, different things. Like,
Uh.
we have a football team. Kai
Oh,
does
yeah.
not.
That's true. So we want to get Woot. I almost said Woot Dog 'cause that's what I call him. But if he watches this, I don't know how I'll feel about that. But now that I admitted it, it's a moot point. Is that correct word use? of
I
that?
don't know. I
Whatever.
forget what
I don't
moot
think
point.
I used that
So
correctly,
we
but
may-
you get the idea.
You may or may keep Woot Dog in
yeah.
there.
Well, I'm going to, but whatever.
Just put it at the very end. Bury it in like 5 seconds. Like 5 minutes of dead silence at the end. Just like, so we want Woot Dog.
Yeah. But I want to get Mr. Wooten on here. Like that's one of my top things.
Aaron and Matthew said it was a good idea for us to get Woot and Mr. Hayes on here, like together
Mhm.
as a duo.
Yeah. That would be good, and they could talk about their past together. Which
Yeah.
would be nice.
It'd be an interesting kind of. It probably would have been better if we'd done it right after their 2 weeks together as in
Yeah.
the chapel, but people
We
will still
didn't-
remember.
Yeah, we also didn't really like.
Have
We
a,
didn't have a. This wasn't a thing when that. Was it? Or I don't think
it was.
It
No,
was
'cause
in
we
development.
started. Yeah, we started after Valentine's Day. We recorded on Valentine's Day as our first one.
That is true.
So-
Let me see this here. Where-
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to find the Centurion voice.
I just keep a tab open on my thing,
Mm.
on Safari. Corporation misinformation. Don't let SAD get you down.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Are you sad,
seasonal
Liam?
depression thing, right?
I can
Yeah,
be
so.
sad depending on what happens, like when I get 32% on my history test.
That's a really good.
Did
Has
you-
he put in the grade for that?
No.
Okay.
That was a joke.
Well,
But,
yeah, but
my,
still.
my lowest
It's a very
one,
real joke.
my lowest one was a 59%, so.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about AP World History. Sorry, Mr. Nyhart.
I actually enjoy it. We should get Mr.
I
Nyhart
do.
on here.
That's a definite thing. I'm wondering whether whether it would be smart to have both Nyharts on here, or if
Ooh.
like we wouldn't be able to like talk about certain topics because they wouldn't both like relate to them. Like if we talked about history stuff, then
They could just talk about their family experiences.
That's true.
Because from what I've heard, Nyhart family reunions are very interesting.
Yeah,
I've heard you. There's not a lot of room because they all kind of
Mhm.
talk like that.
Also, we should. Recently, I thought of this. We should get the guys from Among Other Things. The other.
Oh yeah.
The other non-Cal podcast, but still teachers from Cal. Those two. You guys should be on here. That'd be cool.
I forgot which teacher.
I don't remember which two.
We're
Sorry.
bad about
We're bad.
names.
I'm generally just bad about names. Like
Me
I
too.
am just now. I started working at IGA in January, and I am just now learning my coworkers' names.
Oh.
Like my managers, it's fine because like I really need to know their names for stuff. But my coworkers, I'm only just now learning their names.
Yeah.
It takes me like a month of knowing someone to be able to learn their name, which is bad.
See, there are people who I have been in class with all year, and I'm still not confident on their names.
I've had people that like came here last year and are still in like class with me, and I don't know their names.
Yeah, I used to think I was really good at names, and then I was like, wait a minute, I am not.
I'm good at my friends' names who I've known for years.
I'm pretty good at names. I remember faces better, though.
Me too. 'Cause whenever Miss Littner asks me to like pass out the journals, I'm like, half these people I don't know who to give
I
it to.
know. Whenever we
and I try to like give it to Liam because he knows the people.
Oh yeah. As
like,
a side note, we have to do like daily journals in Miss Littner's class. If you.
We basically just have a prompt and we write it.
Yeah.
We write response to it.
But the problem is, I don't know names.
Yeah.
Last year in biomedical science, I was given the papers to hand out, and there was only like 4 people in there that were from or I guess last year would have been the freshman class. So I was like, oh.
Yeah, who do I give these to? It's a struggle. I really wish I could know names, but it's not. It's hard.
Well, I've done brief research and I cannot find who does, among other things. But
you looked up?
I looked up the podcast.
They do SoundCloud. I'm pretty sure SoundCloud's like blocked on. Is it? Yeah, it is. I think.
No, you just have to sign into securely.
It's blocked because there's like rap and stuff.
I think it's just streaming media. So if I maybe cut this out, I don't know. This is a pro tip.
No, it's fine.
If you put on your lots of streaming media and game type websites don't work on Cal Wi-Fi, but if you'd like to use it when you're in Cal, obviously not during school time. That's a proviso there.
Yeah.
You can put on your hotspot and it should work.
But that also, you don't want to rake up cellular costs on your bill.
But
you have unlimited
data.
Yeah, I don't have unlimited data, so that's a no-go for me. But yeah, it's not like the intrinsic security that's on the iPads. It's the Wi-Fi security that blocks it.
Well, it's a combination of the two.
Is it?
Yeah, because remember the securely thing pops up. It's like, I think it's like the Wi-Fi is gonna block it, but
I think the Wi-Fi, like the securely, it's the same system. It's
no,
securely.
That would be a band. That is the same thing. You finish.
Securely, like, is just the company that we use for all our security, I think, like digital security. It's just they have the Wi-Fi section and then the actual iPad section.
Okay.
So yeah, on Safari, it's most of the time it's the Wi-Fi part of it and not the actual.
Oh,
yeah.
I knew that. It's Mr. Ashcraft and Mr. Philippi.
Yeah, the Kuna boys, right?
Yeah, the Kuna KYA.
I shouldn't say boys. I'm sorry.
Men. They're men.
Kuna men.
Yeah, I knew that. I just am not good at remembering things, such as names, as we've been over.
I learned the title of the podcast like a few days ago. So.
I knew that they had a podcast.
I did too. I couldn't remember the name. Like every time I tried to think of it, I didn't know what the name was. So yeah, how many episodes do they have? Oh, sorry.
They're on season 2, episode 4. Don't play.
Do they have like albums?
I have
albums there. No, they don't have any made albums. But it says they only have 10 tracks though. Which means, among other things, it starts with episode 4 at the bottom. It starts with episode 4. So maybe, it might be that SoundCloud thing. The limited minutes, like I told you about. They might be deleting old ones to post new ones.
That's true, and it looks like they do one. At least on this SoundCloud, it looks like they do one once every like 2 months or something.
Yeah, 'cause they're teachers. So.
Yeah, so they have actual jobs, whereas we can come in here and just fool around at willy nilly.
Also, wait, did that say Scary Larry?
Yeah,
Scary Larry.
Okay, well, yeah, we could ask them about that if we get them on here.
We will do. We should probably find a way to like make up a sign up list as well if anyone would like to be on the podcast.
That's true. I guess I could put a link to like a Google Forms thing in the description.
Yeah, that'd be good. So we will do that. Maybe you could be on the podcast. That was terrible. Please
You
cut
could
that
be
out.
on the podcast.
Please
I'm
cut
not
that
cutting it
out.
That's gonna stay.
No, I'm terrible. I said maybe and realized I had nowhere to go with it, and that's where I went.
You, student of Christian Academy of Louisville.
Or
could be
teacher.
on
We
the
want
podcast.
you.
Or teacher. Yeah, that's true. We need to get two things. We need to get teachers, which we haven't had yet, and I realized that we haven't had any female guests. So
That's a little
we want to
not
get
good.
diversity.
Diversity and gender.
Yes.
Not.
If you want to be a guest, I don't know if there's
Anybody.
Yeah.
We could find some. We'll
You
rustle
saw the
up.
first episode. You know how awkward it is when it's just Isaac and I.
Yeah, we'll rustle up some guests.
Yeah, I generally just like if no one approaches me, like Liam approached me, he's like, hey, I'll be on the podcast. And then Matthew Raffla, I think it was Matthew Raffla said that he would be a guest, and then I just asked Aaron Price, and he said yes.
So either approach Matthew in person or me, or
prepare yourself to be approached.
yeah, or
You never know.
or sign up on the Google form that
Yeah,
will
I
soon to
will.
be created.
I'll try to make that. I'll try to remember to make that.
Yes.
Why are you orc synonym?
What?
Nothing. I was
So
closing
many
it.
tabs open.
And
Yeah, I have lots of apps and stuff open that I was using. So
Oh wait, didn't you say you need to leave at like 3:50?
it is 4:06.
Yeah, it's 4:06.
Probably check
Okay.
your phone there.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
guest.
So Liam has to go. It's like we're still gonna record for like probably 10-15 more minutes after he's
Mhm.
gone, but he had to go like 15 minutes ago. So
Okay, so
we're gonna do
we're gonna do a nice magic trick. So,
Okay.
Abracadabra, disappear. Okay, now you're gonna cut the rest.
So Liam's gone. I don't know where he went and why you're over there now.
But
But here we are. Okay. Isaac, what do your socks say about you? I'm just
we've
kidding.
already
We
done
already
that,
did
and it was quite awkward. Okay.
So that water bottle thing, we figured out that just completely by accident, by the amounts that we had drank out of our water bottles, we made different notes, and they were harmonious.
Yeah, and ill harmonious as well.
Well,
That's
was the
not
first.
the
That's
word.
the one at the beginning of the cold open. Was non-harmonious.
Yeah,
or
but that
unharmonious.
isn't. It's not the word, but ill harmonious. I like it.
Ill harmonious.
Yes. So.
Yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
I know they were more perfect after lunch when we did it.
Yeah, they definitely were, but
It was like really good. You said on last episode, I think it was, you said that you had seen The Greatest Showman.
I had, in
Yeah.
fact.
What is it about?
P.T. Barnum, you know, the first circus guy kind of dude.
Sort of.
Yeah, he like Barnum and Bailey's circus.
Uh-huh.
So he made the circus pretty much. It was a movie that many people enjoyed. Greatest Showman was a biopic about him.
Mm-hmm.
Many people liked it. Mostly teenage girls, but I guess I did say that. I was gonna say I didn't say that, but I definitely did say that.
Did you like it though?
I enjoyed it. The music is pretty good. It's not exactly my style. It's very like Broadway. Very. Don't quote me on that because I don't actually know what Broadway music would sound like. But it's very Broadway. Very like we're going to. It's very paint by numbers music. I feel
Mhm.
it's not a lot of. It's a very like if I was going to go into, it's what I expect from a musical.
Yeah.
I enjoy myself.
Oh,
quite
so
a
it's a
few times.
musical then.
It's a musical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've never seen a musical on like in a movie. It's always been like on a stage musical.
There are a few of them. This one, for example.
There's one that I'm thinking of.
La
I
La
haven't
Land?
seen it, but
That one was recent. Can't say I know anymore.
yeah. It's like
They're
I don't know.
all the animated movies though are
Well,
lots
yeah,
of
I guess
musicals.
technically they're musicals.
Well, a lot of them are mainly musicals, but
I think of them as movies that have
yeah.
music in them.
A lot of Broadway plays get adapted into movies. That's about the limit of my knowledge of Broadway plays and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So the Winter Olympics ended. When did it end?
I don't actually know. I watched one event of that. It was
I-
the skeleton when they zip around the thing.
Oh right, yeah. Yeah, I did see the drone thing. Like they at the opening ceremony they didn't actually like do it live with the drones. Did you see that?
I did not.
They
I didn't watch.
played a video of them because they couldn't do it live because weather was bad, like wind and stuff. Because they're tiny, like lightweight drones. But they had the drones programmed to do like shapes, like they did like a skier. Obviously, at the last one they did was the Olympic rings. The closing ceremony was the 25th.
Yes.
So 3 days ago, Sunday. What? Flying pandas at Olympic 2018? Beijing had flying pandas, apparently.
That's interesting. or like pandas in planes or actual.
No, they're
Flying
like, I don't know,
pandas.
the picture is of them, they're ice skating. So.
But I thought you meant real pandas.
No.
But it's costume pandas.
So yeah, they did the Olympics. I can't say that I'm too interested in the Olympics.
The Olympics are. I watched them. I'd watch them if they were on, but they've never been on when I'm around.
That's
really.
true. But the other thing is, I think it's really cool that something that was started by the ancient Greeks is still.
That's
a thing.
cool. It's vastly different though.
It is vastly. They don't do it naked anymore.
Yeah, more women in there.
True. They don't.
Not in Greece, frequently.
It's not in. Have they done one of the modern ones in Greece?
I imagine you
I-
can't not do it in Greece.
I
It's
wonder
like
Where was the first?
not. I don't have an analogy for it.
I'm looking up where the first Olympic Games were held. Not the first modern. Oh yeah, the first modern ones were held in Athens, Greece.
Okay,
in
that makes sense. You get the
1896.
start in Greece.
Yeah.
But they're no longer in Greece.
Yeah. Have they done it in Greece more than once? I wouldn't think so. Or maybe. I mean, it's been 122 years, I think. This is the Summer Olympics, obviously. 22 years.
Mm.
That's a really long time. How many times have the Olympics been held in Greece? 1896 and then 2004. So 108 years later, they did it.
Okay, so yeah, that's enough. That's enough time to.
Yeah. Paris
So-
and Los Angeles have also done it twice, and London's the only one where they've been there 3 times.
So
It's also crazy to think, like, they were hosted in Germany while Hitler was...
were they? I never.
Yeah, they were.
I guess they were.
And
That's a
I
little
think,
crazy.
I think I saw somewhere, I don't remember, like some YouTube video or something, it said that the first, like, radio signals or just like signals that were from Earth that were strong enough to go into deep space were of Hitler broadcasting the Olympics from Germany.
Whoa, that's a little crazy.
So that's the first thing that we put out into space.
Oh, great. So if there is intelligent life in space.
Yeah, we didn't intentionally put it into space. It was just the signal was so strong that it went out into space, and that was the first thing that was.
So pretty much what you're saying is if there is intelligent life out in space, that the first impression of the human race is Hitler introducing the Olympics.
I don't know if he introduced it. It was just them broadcasting.
Oh, broadcasting.
I don't know.
Hitler
I don't know what exactly it was.
So Hitler may have not been.
I think he was
a prominent figure.
I don't know. He was. I think he was Führer though.
Yes, but this was obviously before
World War II.
World War II and like the mass knowledge and or happening of the Holocaust.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I mean it's the thing itself is harmless when you think about it because they don't have context for who Hitler is or was.
Yeah.
I mean, Hitler's not harmless, but
yes, but
the signal is harmless.
If the theoretical intelligent life received a picture of Hitler, it would mean nothing to them.
Pretty much, unless it was a picture of him. I don't know.
You don't actually see that many
he
pictures of
really
him doing something bad.
Yeah.
It's not like he there's no pictures of him actually at a concentration camp because he was probably rarely there, and he wouldn't want those pictures out.
Yeah, that's funny how you could twist those words to say there's no pictures of Hitler doing things bad, so he didn't do anything bad.
That is definitely not what I'm saying. Cal is definitely not going to promote a podcast that is questioning the validity of the Holocaust.
It's comedy. It's all comedic, being serious.
We're very clear.
Comedy is not the right... Satire is the word
we're
that
very clear. We're going to be very clear that we do not believe that Hitler was a nice man in any way. Well, he probably did something nice in his life, but overall...
he was probably nice to the Hitler youth, but that with context, that's still...
Yeah. Overall, we're going to say Hitler, not a very nice person, caused the Holocaust, very bad event, not questioning the validity of either of those statements and what I just said.
And this started from the conversation of signals being put into space of the Olympics in Germany in 1940-odd, or maybe not 40-odd, 30-odd. I don't know. I'm questioning that now. Did they still do the Olympics in Germany during World War II?
I doubt it.
When were the Olympics held in Germany? 1936. So, yeah. Hitler was definitely a thing. The swastika, the picture of the swastika, whatever, on a flag, a guy carrying it on a flag is there. But in the background, you can kind of tell the flags of other countries, as is customary, I guess. So.
Well, I mean, at the very least, if the theoretical intelligent life received the signal, it's more of everyone rather than just no one. Just Germany.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a mashing, a mishing.
Mishing?
A mishing.
What is
a
that word?
Mismatching. Mismashing?
What?
A mass mishing.
What?
No. Don't know what word I'm trying to say. A mixture of what's going on.
Yeah. So I guess we haven't really talked about it for some reason, even though it happened today. We had our DNA conference.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Better than no offense to the people who organized it, but better than I thought it would be, considering the simplicity of the shirt and the
lack of information given out.
Yeah, and pretty much.
I was not expecting.
The music was good. I wasn't expecting that to be.
The music was a whole lot different than I expected. I was expecting very worship music, the very generic worship music that we listen to
Or at least
Cal.
I was expecting like worship music like it was last year, where it's like really upbeat, like lots of like drums and stuff.
Yeah, I was expecting more. I would not have been surprised to see like the Awaken worship team from Southeast on there.
That's who did it last year, right?
That I believe they did it last year. That would not have surprised me. We've seen a few other bands. Like it would not have surprised me to see Awaken or a offshoot of such. But rather we got. I believe they were.
Hillsong?
No, not Hillsong. The other one.
Why did I say Hillsong?
Because that's another one of those big bands. We got those big worship bands.
It's a compound word. I know that. Right? Isn't it?
Sovereign.
Oh, never
I
mind.
think
It's not a compound word.
it might be sovereign.
That sounds right though.
Again, names are a problem.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I heard it this morning. Forgot it. And they were real good. Like they sang a lot of songs I hadn't heard before. I recognized it was
some
a lot
of them I recognized because I think some of them were like more like children's worship songs, but the way that they played them, like the lyrics were similar to children's songs, but the way they played them made it fresh and good.
Yeah, some of them were much more as well. They were a whole lot. You could tell that the scripture was just like it was pretty much verbatim scripture. Whereas
except for lean on or fall on the rock, or the rock will fall on you.
Well,
is
even
that in
still,
scripture?
I don't believe so. But there was stuff about him being rejected as the cornerstone in the bridge, and I think the bridge. I don't know how song works, but it was obvious that a lot of it was just scripture, but it was interesting nonetheless. And the music was a whole lot different in that, like, usually with a worship band, you don't really get the guitar solo that you would get.
Yeah, they had like a guitar solo in every single song.
It was snazzy. It was also spanned a lot of genres. Like there was like soft rock at some point, and then there was one that was very bluesy. It was the Shelter Me, I thought was really bluesy. And then
I wonder if they have a website. I'll put it in the description.
If we can find it,
if we can find it.
I'll see if we'll ask around, find the name. We'll probably you can put something like, "Hey, it's Sovereign" or whatever the name is. Mummies.
Are we making paperclip sculptures now?
I assume so.
I started doing that. Let's see. What other ways can I bend this like that?
But yeah, the speakers were really good. The second speaker, the one from Chicago, that was my
in California.
Yes, the other C place that is large.
He was from California, right?
He was from California.
Okay.
You were right.
Yeah.
But I particularly enjoyed him.
Yeah,
I think he kept really everyone funny. Engaged.
Yeah.
You could tell that
he
was funny. You could tell that he was a speaker, like a preacher,
experienced in that. And there's like the thing about like after he became a father, it was like that's a recurring thing in a lot of what I've heard, like from preachers like who are like have kids. It's like when you're a father, you realize what that means to like how you love your kids and stuff. And
in relation to like Jesus and God and their relation. But it was presented in an interesting and different way that didn't make it the same talk that we've been getting in chapel for the last you could probably point to quite a few speakers who did give the father analogy. But he presented it.
Yeah, I've listened to speakers that have done that.
Yeah, and like you said, but he presented it in a different way, which a lot of speakers do, but some speakers are not better, but in a climate a climate such as Cal, a lot of people won't listen to the speakers.
Yeah, case in point, the people who sleep.
Yeah. a lot of people won't listen to the speakers. So he was good in that I could tell like most of the room was paying attention.
Yeah.
Like
Because-
90% more than usual.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like a more interested, because he started out like at Southeast, Dave and Kyle do, kind of joking and stuff.
Yeah.
But as opposed to how Dave and Kyle stop, he just didn't really stop.
Yeah, because they like start with like an anecdote or just like a joke, and then they get into it, and that's it.
But I think it's important to notice that like a high school, like high schoolers probably need the more like the constant entertainment.
Mm-hmm. Like we are doing,
Yeah.
making these paperclip sculptures. Oh, that's
Yeah, that one fell. It wasn't the best. But overall, I'd say so far, after the first day, it's a success.
yeah.
Maybe, actually, we can't really. We'll update next Wednesday on how the rest of the conference went.
Yeah. Also, no, Kuna isn't next week, is it? No. Whatever. Never mind.
We'll probably
That's for
do.
another day.
You will do a recording at Kuna,
Yeah,
most
at
likely
Kuna.
with Zach and Alex and a few
Mhm.
of them.
Mhm.
Okay, so you'll
Isaac
get.
is not going because he forgot to pay.
Yeah, I forgot to pay my
deposit.
$20, but that's another topic entirely. Then we have the Disney trip. We'll probably do a podcast or two. If we're on the bus together, we could probably get.
I thought about that, but because of the noise on the bus, I don't think we should do it on the bus.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably get do much more. We could do like a montage type thing.
Yeah, which I mean, I was planning on making a video about it anyways, like with my GoPro
Yeah.
equipment.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea to just do we could have the CALcast for like general school events as well. Like, it doesn't have to be just a podcast.
Mhm. Poland. I signed up for that.
Yeah,
so-
you did?
well,
Okay. I'm going to
I don't
Poland.
have my application in, but I'm pretty much able to.
I wonder if we can bring podcasting equipment and stuff like that.
I mean, I can probably bring the mobile, like the mic that I just bought.
Yeah,
that I
that's
showed
true.
you.
I mean, we could probably, because we'd
And I'm
like
gonna
to
bring
do
my
it.
GoPro and drone.
We could
and
do,
stuff, so-
yeah, we could do depending on how much time is, we could talk to Mr. Imley about
Yeah,
that. But
that's
depending
true.
on how much time is available,
Yeah, like free time.
it's pretty conceivable that we could do like short podcasts, like
Yeah.
after, maybe not after each day, but after a
Mhm.
day or two. So yeah, more events up and coming. So more podcasts.
Well, the Poland is this summer.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about having like seasons of the podcast. So like this is season 1, obviously. Next year when we are juniors, that will be season 2. The summer stuff, which will be less frequent than it is right now, will be like intermediary stuff, just like CALcast off the grid or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
That'll be like between season rare stuff.
And
I don't know what we're gonna do after season 3 though, because we won't go here anymore because we'll be graduated.
well, hopefully.
And I don't know how fond I am of giving my microphone equipment to someone else.
Yeah, hopefully by then we will have bought microphone equipment
Yeah.
for the CALcast.
And I will have someone that I trust enough to keep the dream alive.
Yeah, so we will have kind of spread out the love.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in it, I guess come talk.
Yeah.
Just because
I mean,
to spread because the more people
maybe we'll start offering next year.
Yeah, but I mean, the more people who are willing to do something, the more we can. The more people who are willing to do it, the better we can expand. So, like, the more guests we get on, the more we spread it to. It's just a better overall kind of
Right.
spread.
I know what you're trying to say.
Like if you spread the peanut butter on the bread,
Yeah.
get the peanut butter to everybody.
With guests and stuff, I want to have seniors more than anyone else right now because next year they won't be here.
Yeah, that's true. Get people who can't be here.
Yeah. Maybe we could get an alumni though. Like
Yeah, if an
few people.
alumni is in the building.
Yeah. Or we could just, if they're visiting home when
Yeah.
we know that they are, and we can
So,
just
yeah.
invite them.
So yeah, we're gonna many guests, many more podcast opportunities to be had.
In the future. So yeah, thanks for listening to this week's episode. We will be back next week unless Isaac almost was sick today.
Yeah, so we'll see.
So next week, Friday. Well, next Friday we'll have another one up. Not sure if we'll have any guests or who they'll be, but we'll try
We're
and
looking
find
at
people.
some teachers, maybe.
Yeah, probably, hopefully teachers. If not, then
Other students.
yeah, other students.
I mean,
trying to
those
think
are our
of
two options.
I was trying to think of specific people.
Well, we were thinking about the Drurys,
Yeah, the Drury brothers.
but yeah, who knows? Who knows what the future will hold?
Endless possibilities. Not actually endless, but there's lots of them. Just not endless. So,